Hi students, welcome to this class, today's drawing class. We already drawn two problems in projection of solids. One, that is the prisms and prisms and cylinder. How to draw the projection of solids, how to draw the solids in different positions. We learned in the last class. The projection of solids 2, so solids 1 containing the axis inclined to one of the reference plane. If the axis is inclined to one of the reference plane, either HP or VP, we should draw the two stages. In the initial position, the axis is perpendicular to one of the plane. By assuming axis perpendicular to the one of the plane and draw the initial position. In the next stage, the axis will be rotated for a particular reference plane and draw the second stage diagram. Okay, in this class, I will discuss or I will going to draw some more problems related to the projections of solids 1. Okay, in this problem, I'm going to draw the hexagonal prism and pentagonal prism with the axis inclined to one of the reference plane. Okay, I'm sharing the slide. This is the problem. Next problem. Draw the projections of hexagonal prism. Prism means what is the prism? I explained in the last class. What is mean by prism? Prism having two bases, and those two bases are connected with straight edges, and the straight edges forms two rectangular surfaces or rectangular faces. So prism having the two bases and number of faces. The number of faces is equal to the number of sides of the bases. Okay, clear? It's having the rectangular faces which connects every corner, that straight edges are connected every corner of the bases. In this, the hexagonal prism, that means it's having two hexagonal bases and six hexagonal means six sides of the hexagon. It's having six straight edges and faces. Okay, the base side is 35 mm given, and the axis is 75 mm long. The axis length is 75 mm long. When it is resting on one of its corner, that is the corner problem. You have to draw the corner on the right side of the solid, then only we can rotate in the second stage. So first of all, you have to concentrate on the corner of the base and on the VP. That corner is on the VP. The axis is inclined to 50 degrees to the VP. Axis is rotated with a vertical plane at an angle of 50 degrees and parallel to HP. The axis must be parallel to HP while rotating about the VP. While rotating about the VP, must be positioned as parallel to the HP. Okay, this is the problem. So we have to give the first preference to axis inclination. Axis is inclined to VP. In the initial position, we have to assume the axis is perpendicular to VP. Clear? దేనికైతే inclination ఇచ్చారో ఆ plane కే perpendicular గా ప్లేస్ చేసి ఫస్ట్ పొజిషన్ డ్రా చేస్తాం. క్లియర్? సో ఇక్కడ inclined to VP. This is the axis is inclined to VP is given. That's why axis is perpendicular to VP in the initial position. Assume the axis is perpendicular to VP. So whenever the axis is perpendicular to the VP, the top view is visible as a hexagon and front view is visible as a rectangle. The true shape is visible in the top view because whenever the cylinder placed vertically, that is axis is inclined to VP, axis is perpendicular to VP. Whenever the axis is perpendicular to VP, the front view is the hexagon and the top view is the rectangle. You have to draw the first front view as a hexagon with corner on right side because corner is given corner based problem. Okay, you have to construct the hexagon in the front view. Where should draw the front view? Front view is always above XY line. Clear? Front view is above XY line, top view is below XY line. So you should start with the front view above XY line. And also you have to start with the corner of the hexagon. Clear? Let us draw the problem one step by step. First, to draw the XY line. This is the XY line. And draw the vertical line, that is the one perpendicular line to the XY line. On that perpendicular line, locate any point. That is the point of the base. Here, 2 points will becomes in the prism, because the prism having the two bases. The two base corners, one of the lettering base corner and another one is the numbering base corner. If it is front view, you have to locate as a dashes. In the first stage, we are suffix with 1. We are locating the letter or number suffix with 1, because 1 represents as a first stage, dash represents as front view. A is the upper base corner, 1 is the lower base corner. Okay. Draw horizontal line from that point and construct hexagon with this corner, this point. How to construct hexagon? In the hexagon, the angle between two sides is 120. Clear? Angle between two sides is 120. Therefore, the horizontal line, from the horizontal line, draw a line at an angle of 60, the above side, and 60 below side. Okay, towards the below 60 angle, towards the above 60 angle, total 120 degrees between two sides. Draw two lines like this. From the horizontal line, it makes the 60 degrees on towards the above side, towards the bottom side. Okay, total angle between these two dark lines are 120 degrees. From these 2 points, the length of the line should be 35. 35 is the base side. So from A1 dash of A11 dash, draw an inclined line at an angle of 60 with horizontal and locate any point. Locate the points at a distance of 35 on both sides. Okay, and draw the horizontal line from that point. This is the 35 mm. From that, draw horizontal line, and also from this point, draw the horizontal line. The horizontal lines is also having 35 mm length. These are the 35 mm length. So then locate the point on the horizontal line by taking the 35 mm or draw the 120 degrees from this point. 120 degrees angle, draw an inclined line. This is the 120 degrees. 120 degrees line, with 120 degrees line, draw an inclined line, and also draw an inclined line at this point with an angle of 120 with this horizontal line. So like this, you have to draw the two inclined lines at these points at an angle of 120 with horizontal lines. Then these two lines are intersecting on the horizontal line at this point. So the hexagon will be formed. So hexagon side length must be 35. All sides must be equal here, which is equal to 35 mm. So first point is A1 dash of 11 dash is the first corner. Corner must be located. After that, B1 dash of 21 dash. The B1 dash is the visible corner. 21 dash is the invisible corner. Similarly, locate the C1 dash of 31 dash, another corner. D1 dash of 41 dash, E1 dash of 51 dash, F1 dash of 61 dash. Like this, you have to locate all the corners with the base, upper base corners are lettering, bottom base corners with numbering. Clear? Lettering and numbering. So in the bracket terms are invisible corners. Out of the bracket terms are invisible corners. Whenever the prism located, whenever the prism is perpendicular to VP, axis perpendicular to VP, the front base is visible, back base is invisible. Okay, that back base corners are numbering. Locate the center point of the hexagon by drawing a diagonal opposite drawing by joining the opposite corners. Then we will we can locate the center of the hexagon at this place. Next, dimensions of the hexagon is 35 mm. All sides must be equal. Locate one of the side as 35 mm and draw the projections line, projectors from each of the corners. So projectors onto the XY line. These are the projectors from the center. This is the projector from the C1 and E1 dash. And this is a projector from D1 dash or 4-1 dash. Okay. These are the projection points which intersecting the XY line. We forms 1, 2, 3, 4 points and 5 points including center point. Okay. Draw an axis line. Locate these points as a nearer point to the VP. That is the numbering base 1, 1. That is the 1, 1 is visible. This point is 2, 1 of 6, 1 because 2, 1 corner is visible. 6, 1 corner is invisible when we're looking from this side. So 2, 1 of 6, 1. And this one, this corner, C1, 3, 1 is visible, 5, 1 is invisible. So 3, 1 of 5, 1, and last point is 4, 1. Okay, this is the one of the base, numbering base of the, this is the numbering base of the hexagonal prism, dark line. You have to draw, join all the points with the dark line. Okay, after getting the base, one of the base, draw a perpendicular line to that base. This perpendicular line length is must be equal to 75 mm because the solid length is 75 mm. So this is the length of the solid. Draw 75 mm long perpendicular to this base from 1, 1, 1 and from 2, 1 of 6, 1. This is the axis line. From the center point, this is the axis line drawn like this, one long and short line, and dark line from 3, 1 of 5, 1, and also dark line from 4, 1. These all lines should be equal length having 75 mm. Okay, join all the points at here. We will get the another base of the prism. This is the another base of the prism, which is front base. This is the back base. This is the front base. Front base is visible base. Back base is invisible base. So front base is located with lettering. Locate the points A1. This is the A1 point, A1 dash looking on the top view is as A1. And this point is B1 is visible. F1 is invisible. B1 of F1. As located the numbering, lettering is also located on the front base. This is the C1 is visible corner, E1 is the invisible corner. That's why I'm locating C1 of E1. These are without dashes. Without dashes means it's the top view. With the dashes is front view. This is D1, which is visible corner I'm looking from this side. Okay, this is the prism. When the axis is perpendicular to the VP, it is the top view of the prism. It is the front view of the hexagonal prism. Clear? Give the dimensions of the solid length as 75 like this. From the x-axis to this length, this base. Between two bases, the length is 75. Clear? This is the front view. This is the top view. After getting these two front view and top views, the axis is now perpendicular to XY in this position, isn't it? But the axis is inclined to 50 degrees to VP. That means you have to rotate the axis 50 degrees to the XY line. First to draw, locate any point on the XY and draw a 50 degrees inclined line to the XY. This is the 50 degrees inclined line, 50 degrees angle. On this inclined line, locate first 4. This is the length of the solid. This is equal to 4,1 of D1. 4,1 to D1 length 75 mm. Locate any point on XY. Draw an inclined line at an angle of 50. On that inclined line, draw a dark line, the dark line points, end points are one is 4,1, another one is D1. This is solid will be rotated at an angle of 50 degrees. Draw a perpendicular line from that XY line point and draw the perpendicular line from the end point and join these two. This looks like a rectangle, which is rotating view of the first top view. This is the rotating view, which makes an angle of 50 degrees. Axis makes an angle of 50 because axis and these parallel lines, these are parallel to each other. So axis makes an angle of 50 means these lines also makes an angle of 50 degrees with XY. Clear? And locate all the points on that. Draw this thick line at a distance, distance from this, and draw the axis line and draw another line which is equal to the distance between 1,1 of 2,1 of 6,1. 1,1 to 2,1 of 6,1. Locate that point and draw the horizontal dark line parallel to the edge point, that is the outer edge. And locate the points as it is, which when we located this solid in this position, the points will be shifted towards the xy line. This is the 4, 1. It becomes 4 in the second stage, that is the final stage. And next point is as it is. This is the 3, 1 of 5, 1. This point is 3 of 5. This is the 2, 1 of 6, 1. This point is 2 of 6. And next point is 1, 1 becomes 1. Okay, these are the points on the next top without 1. Okay, suffix 1. Without suffix 1, we have to locate the points. This is the base, numbering base. This is the lettering base. So you have to locate these points on the lettering base. In place of D1, you have to locate the D. And in place of A1, locate the A. A becomes A on comes in the this side A, and this point is B of F. This is the B1 of F1 becomes B of F, and this point is the C of E, and next point is D. So total this solid will be rotated at an angle of 50 degrees. Then we will get this view. In this view, replace that is the without 1. We have to use without suffix 1 in this lettering and numbering. If you use the suffix 1, it is in first stage, and without the suffix 1, that is the next stage, that is the second stage top. Okay, after getting these points, after rotating this solid at an angle of 50 degrees with xy, draw the projection lines. This is the top view. Draw the projection lines from each point of the top view, second stage top view. So draw the vertical line from A, B and of B of F, and C of E and E, D. Draw the projection lines from each of the base points, that is the visible base points. Similarly, draw the projection lines from each point of the invisible base points. Like this, you have to draw the vertical lines from each point, which will be located on the top. So these are the vertical projectors, and draw the horizontal projectors from the front view. From this front view, draw the horizontal projectors from each point. These are the projectors from each point. Clear? Draw the horizontal lines from each of the front view point, and draw the vertical projectors from each point of the top view, second stage top view. These vertical projectors, these horizontal projectors, horizontal lines will be intersecting somewhere else. So it will form a grid here. So in this grid, you have to locate the front view points. So I will locate the front view points. The point A dash will be located. The intersecting point, the A dash point, is the point of intersection between A line and A1 dash line is located at A dash. This is the A dash. Okay, these are the points of intersection between the corresponding lines. And the B dash is located. The B dash is the point of intersection between B line and B1 dash line. This is the B dash. Then point of intersection between the C line and the C1 dash line is C dash. And the point of intersection between D line and D1 dash line, that is the center line, it will get the D dash. And the point of intersection between E line and E1 dash line, this point is E dash. Locate these points of intersections between vertical and horizontal projectors. And the point of intersection between the F line, this is the F line, which is B and F lines are same, and the F dash line and C1 dash line is also same. This intersection point as F dash. This is the one of the base points, one of the base points. This is a visible base point. Similarly, locate the base points, that is invisible base points numbers. Coming starting from 1, the 1 dash will be located. It is a point of intersection between 1 line and 1 dash line. This point is 1 dash. Then 2 dash. Similarly, 2 dash. The line coming from the 2 and 1 dash will be intersecting somewhere else. It is represented as 2 dash. And the line coming from the 3 and 3-1 dash, the intersection point is 3 dash, which is invisible point. When we're looking from the solid this side, the 3 is invisible corner. And the 4 dash is also invisible, which is very far away from the viewer. When we're looking from this side, it is very far away from the viewer. So 4 is the invisible. That's why I'm locating in the bracket 4 dash. This is the 5 dash, which is also invisible corner. This is invisible corner. And 6 dash is the visible corner, which is nearer to the observer. 6 dash is the point of intersection between 6 line and 6 dash line. And after getting all the 6 points on the upper base and the bottom base, you have to join outer points first. You have to join outer points like this. C dash, D dash, E dash, and E dash to 6 dash on the same line, and 6 dash to 1 dash, 1 dash to 2 dash, 2 dash to C dash is on the same line. First join like this outer points. After joining the outer points, join the visible base. That is a dark pencil with a dark pencil. So that is A dash of B dash is also visible base side, and B dash of F dash is visible base side. This is the visible base. First of all, draw the outer lines are dark, and then visible base is dark. Make it as dark. That is a join with a dark pencil. And longer edges, which are longer edges, are visible here. 2 dash to B dash is a visible base, visible longer edge. C dash to 6 dash to F dash is also longer edge is visible. Okay. And A dash to 1 dash is a longer edge is visible. Edges is a longer edge is visible edge. Okay. When we're looking from this side, A1 to 1, A to 1 is visible. That is A1 dash to A dash to 1 dash is visible longer edge. That's why I'm drawing dark pencil with a dark pencil. Okay. And remaining points, that is the invisible base corners are 3 dash to 4 dash is the invisible line. This is the 3 dash to 4 dash is the invisible line. 4 dash to 5 dash is also invisible line, which is visible base edge. And 4 dash from 4 dash to D dash is also invisible longer edge. These invisible longer edge are located with drawn with dotted line. Clear? You have to draw the lines which are invisible with the dotted, and which are the lines which are dark are visible lines, visible edges and visible longer edges. Okay, this is the solid position. It is the front view when the axis is inclined to 50 degrees. Here, this is the front view. Like this, you have to draw the solid hexagonal prism. I hope you understand. First of all, you have to join outer points like this. After getting the points, you have to draw the outer points. After joining the outer points, you have to concentrate on the bases. So which base is visible? When looking from this side, this base is visible base. Some of the bases, some part of the base, this base is visible, and some part of this base is invisible. Which part of this base is visible? From 1 2 dash 1 6 dash base is visible. 1 నుండి 6 కానీ 1 నుండి 2 కానీ visible. Remaining corners are invisible here. So first of all, join the visible base. That is that lettering base. Join all the points lettering base with the dark pencil. That's why I'm joining A dash B dash and A dash F dash. This is the visible base when looking from this side. Okay. And also A to 1 line longer edge is also visible. That's why I'm joining these 2 points, A dash to 1 dash. This is a longer edge. Okay. This is the position of the solid, and invisible lines are backside of the solid. Invisible lines are from 3 dash to 4 dash. 4 dash to 5 dash is the invisible base sides, and 4 dash to D dash is the invisible longer edge. Those lines should be with dotted lines. Okay. So like this, you have to draw the front view and top view. This is only the view you have to reproduce. After reproducing this view, that is the top view, automatically you will get the points in the front view. By drawing the vertical projections and by drawing the horizontal projections, these points are the intersection of those 2 projections. After getting the projection points in the front view, you have to join first outer points, and then visible base is the dark pencil with a dark line, and the longer edges which are visible are dark line, and invisible edges, longer edges and base edges are dotted lines. Clear? Shall we go for the another problem? So this is the sixth problem. Sixth problem is, it is related to the pentagonal prism. Pentagonal means 5 sides. It's having 2 pentagonal bases and 5 edges, 5 faces. The base edge and axis length is given. Clear? Base side is 30 mm and axis is 70 mm long. Base side is 30 mm and axis is 70 mm long. When it is resting on one of its rectangular faces, it's having 5 rectangular faces. Out of that 5 rectangular faces, one rectangular faces is resting on HP. That must be located on the HP. The axis is inclined 45 degrees to the VP. The axis is again given to the inclination with VP. So you have to assume in the initial position, the axis is perpendicular to VP. Whenever the axis is perpendicular to VP, whenever the axis is perpendicular to the vertical plane, in the front view, the pentagon, that is the true shape of the bases, are visible. Okay, so in the front view, you have to draw the pentagon. The front view is in above XY line. So draw the pentagon above XY line with the rectangular face is on HP. That means the base edge containing this edge rectangular face is on HP, that is on XY line. Yeah, the rectangular faces on HP means the rectangular faces having 2 base edges, 2 base edges, 2 bases edge. That is the one base edge on one side and another base edge is another side. Those 2 base edges are bases edge are HP. HP మీద ఉన్నట్టే. Rectangular face HB మీద ఉంటే ఆ rectangular face connect అయిన 2 base edges are HP మీద ఉంటాయి. So that base edge is must be drawn XY line first of all, because on HB means on XY line. So draw the XY line. On this XY line, one of the side of the pentagon you should draw. So one of the base edge is on XY line. This is the, when you draw on the base edge on the XY line, it follows this condition. If its rectangular faces is HP, one of the rectangular faces is HP is the condition which follows when we draw the base edge on the XY line. Okay, after getting the base edge on the XY line, construct a pentagon. How to construct a pentagon? We learned in the first chapter. From this 108 degrees, you have to draw an inclined line from this point at an angle of 108 and the length is equal to the 30 itself. So all sides are equal to 30. And also draw 108 degrees line with the horizontal line and locate any point at a distance of 30 mm. After getting these 2 points, by taking these 2 points as a radius, with 30 radius, these 2 points are the centers. Draw 2 arcs at this place, we will get another point here. Okay, we will get the 5th point of the pentagon. After getting the 5th point, join the point with these points. These are the lines which will be get at an angle of 108. Otherwise, you have to draw the 108 degrees from this line, an inclined line which is equal to 30 length, and also draw the inclined line with an angle of 108 degrees with this line. With the length is 30 mm, automatically they are intersecting somewhere else. That at the 5th point, join that 5th point with the 4th and 3rd points. Okay, we will get the pentagon like this. In this pentagon, one of the base edge on XY line. Okay, the base edge corners points are located as it is a front view, because we are drawing above XY line. This is the front view. When the axis is perpendicular to VP, the front view is visible. So you have to draw the front view corners. We have to locate the front view corners like this. So starting from this point, it is the A1 dash of 1 dash is similar to the previous case, and B1 dash of 2 dash. In this lettering base is the visible base and numbering base is invisible. That's why I'm locating in the bracket. And C1 dash of 3 dash, D1 dash of 4 dash, E1 dash of 5 dash. Totally 5 points. 5 lettering base points and 5 numbering base points. Here, the front base is visible, that is the lettering base, and the back base is invisible. Back base is numbering base. After getting the points on the pentagon, that is the dimension of the pentagon, that is the 30 mm side, and draw the projection lines from each point here. From each point, every point, draw the projection lines, that is a vertically downwards towards the XY line like this, a thin lines with thin lines, and draw a base, one of the base somewhere else from the XY line. It is not given. So locate, draw by joining those projector lines, draw a dark line. Okay, the dark line is the one of the base, and locate that base points as numbering base. That is the 1 dash is a invisible corner. That is the 1 dash. 1 is also in bracket, which is invisible corner, and 2 dash is the invisible from front side, and also it is invisible from top side. So 2 is also in the bracket, and 3 is a visible corner. 4 is also visible corner. 5 is also visible corner from when we're looking from this side. Okay, when we're looking from this side, this 5 4 3 are visible, and 1 2 are invisible. Is the base points, one of the base points, and draw the perpendicular to the base at a distance of 70 mm. Axis length is given as 70 mm. This is a 70 mm. All lines should be 70 mm length, and join that vertical lines with another base. This is the another base dark line. Okay, locate, draw the line also. There is a line coming from the D1 dash of 4 dash, also dark line. So these the vertical lines are dark lines, and these 2 lines are dotted lines, because when looking this solid from the top side, these lines, the line joining the 1 dash and A1 dash and B1 dash of 2 dash are the invisible lines. That's why I'm drawing with dotted line. These 2 are dotted lines when looking from the top side. And locate the base points, another numbering lettering base points like this. This is the A1. A1 is the invisible. When looking from the top side, A1 is the invisible corner. B1 is also invisible corner. Those 2 points must be located in the bracket, and remaining points are visible corners. That is the C1, D1, E1 are the visible corners. That's why I'm locating without bracket. Okay. Clear, students? Visible corners on the base side are 2, on the numbering base side is 2, and the lettering base side is also invisible corners are 2. Remaining 3 corners are visible on both sides. The length of the solid is 70 mm. Axis length is given as 70 mm. Solid length or axis length is equal 70 mm. After getting, this is the front view and this is the top view of the solid in the initial position. The initial position will get when the axis is perpendicular to the VP. The axis is perpendicular to the VP, then we will get these 2 positions. Then it is axis is given as inclined to VP. You have to rotate this axis. Here the axis is coincide with this line. This axis, these lines are parallel to each other. You have to draw the inclined line at an angle of 45 first. Locate any point on XY line. From that point, draw an inclined line, which makes an angle of 45 degrees. This is a 45. Okay, on this 45 degrees line, locate this line first of all. Locate 3 and C. Locate 3 points somewhere else. Ento konta distance lo 3 locate chesi, akkad nundi 70 mm length lo C locate cheyandi. So 3 to C is the 70 mm length. Okay, after locating the 3 and C, join those 3 and C with a dark line. So C and 3 distance enta, which is equal to 70 mm. So after getting this 3C line, draw 2 perpendicular lines to the 3C line, 2 base lines. This is the 2 base lines perpendicular to the 3C, and join those 2 base lines with a dark pencil. This is also one of the edges, longer edge in the pentagon. So like this, you have to rotate this solid. This is the top view in the first stage. You have to rotate this solid with an angle of 45 degrees with the X-point. After getting these points, you have to draw these dotted lines and center line. That is the center dark line. That is also one of the edge, longer edge, like this. These lines must be equal to the same distance from the outer edges. So measure this distance center line from the outer edge and locate the points and draw the center line, that is the center edge with the outer edge is the same distance. And dotted lines also draw two dotted lines which are same distance as that of the front view distance, that is the top view. Okay, first stage top view distance. Measure these distances from each side and locate the points first of all, and joining the points we will get the dotted lines. Okay, after getting the dotted lines, locate the base point. These are the numbering base points, these are the lettering base points. So this is the 3 already located. 1 1, that is the 1 is the becomes 1 here in the last stage, that is the second stage. Next 2 1 is becomes 2. These two corners are invisible corners, that's why I'm locating in the bracket. And 4 1 is becomes 4, 5 1 is becomes 5. After rotating the solid, the point size like this. Then lettering, coming to the lettering, A1 becomes A. A1 is located as A here, second stage top view, and B1 becomes B. These two corners are invisible, that's why I'm locating the bracket. And next point is C already located, and D is the center point, and E is the another edge point. This is the E1 becomes E. Like this, you have to locate the corresponding points after rotating the solid. Okay. The sizes of the top view, this is the lengths and the distances of the top view, second stage top view is equal to the distance and lengths of the first stage top view. Just the position of the solid will be changes from perpendicular to XY to 45 degrees to XY. Okay. After getting the points from on the top view, draw the projector lines from each points. This is the top view, and projector lines are, these are vertical lines. You have to draw the vertical lines from each point of the front base and each point from the each point of the back base. This is the back base, that is the numbering base. This is the front base. Draw the vertical lines from each points from 1 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 and also A B C D E. From these points you have to draw the vertical projectors and draw the horizontal projectors from the first stage front view. Draw the horizontal projectors from the first stage front view. That is, draw the projector from the A1 dash, this point. This projector is coincide with the XY line. That's why I'm not drawing the projector here. I'm drawing the projector from E1 dash of 5 1 dash, which is coincide with the C1 dash of 3 1 dash, and to draw the projector lines from D1 dash of 4 1 dash. Like this, you have to draw the horizontal projectors from the front view, vertical projectors from the top view in the second stage. After drawing the projectors, which will be intersecting somewhere else, which will form a grid, on that grid, you have to locate the points. First of all, visible base points, locate the visible base points from A to E. So A dash to E. The A dash is the line which is intersecting coming from the A and A1 dash. A1 dash and A lines are intersecting here. Locate this point as A dash. That is the A dash. Sorry, it is a dash, and next point is B dash, next point is C dash, this is the front view, D dash, E dash. Like this, you have to draw the points. After getting the lettering base points and numbering base points, it's also same. But here mistakenly it will be not printing the dashes, but it is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, and E dash. Okay. Similarly, this is a 1 dash. The intersection point of between 1 and 1 1 dash is a 1 dash. This is the 1 dash, not 1, it is 1 dash. And this is the 2 dash, which is in bracket, which is invisible corner. 3 dash is also invisible corner. Located it as 3 dash, not 3 dash. It is the 4 dash, that is not 4 dash. This is the 5 dash, it is not 5. So these points are intersections between corresponding lines coming from the vertical and horizontal projection points. After getting the points, join the outer points first. First outer points 4 D, D, C, C, B, P, A3, A3, 1, 1, 5, 5, 4. Like this, join the outer points first. This is the procedure. After drawing the, after joining all the points at the outer side, next step is to draw the base, visible base sides. Visible base side is the lettering base side here. You have to join E with A and E with D. AE, ED is the visible base. It is a visible base. That's why I am drawing with a dark pencil, joining those points with the dark lines. And another longer edges, coming to the longer edges here. One of the longer edges 4D, also already drawn. Another longer edge is 1A, is also drawn. Another longer edge is 2B. That is a 2 point with a B point. It is also already drawn, which is coincide with each other. And another longer edge is 5E. Another longer edge is 3C. From C dash to 3 dash, it is a longer edge. From E dash to 5 dash is also longer edge. Yeah. So out of these two longer edges, when we're looking from this side, 5 to E line is visible. That means 5 dash to E dash, we have to join with the dark line. This is the visible longer edge. The remaining longer edge is C to 3 and 3 dash to 4 dash, 3 dash to 2 dash is also invisible edges. So join those two or dotted lines, and 3 dash to C is also dotted line. This is the dotted line. Okay, dear students, these are the with the dashes. Okay, A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash. Mistakenly, it is printed as without dashes, but it is located with the dashes. Dashes represents the front view. Okay, after getting the solid points lines, this is the front view of the solid after rotating the axis which is inclined to 45 degrees to VP, and this is the top view. This is the second stage top view and front views. Clear, students? I'm closing this class. One more problem, two more problems are left in this solid projection of solids too. I will explain that. This is the first problem. First problem is a cube of 40 mm long edge is resting on the HP. A cube having how many sides? It is having 6 sides. Hexahedron. It is also called hexahedron. 6 sides with the 2 vertical faces are 30 degrees angles with VP. Draw its projections. So 2 of the faces, it's having 6 faces. 2 of the 6 faces, 6 faces out of 6 faces, 2 of the vertical faces are 30 degrees angles with VP. The cube having how many sides? This is a cube. I will show the cube. This is the cube. Hexahedron or cube. It's having 6 sides. Out of these 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides are vertical, and 1, 2 sides are horizontal, isn't it? Two faces are horizontal, 2 faces are vertical on around the solid. Out of these 4 vertical faces, 2 vertical faces are inclined at an angle of 30 degrees with VP. It is given in the problem. 30 degrees with VP. Draw its projections. So it is a single stage. It will come in single stage. First of all, draw the XY line, and draw a 30 degrees inclined line. The cube, whenever the vertical lines are inclined, when looking from the top side, it looks like a square. It looks like a square with a square 2 sides with an angle of 30 degrees with VP. One of the vertical faces are inclined 30 degrees means when we're looking from the top side, 2 sides of the square is 30 degrees. So draw the 30 degrees line with the XY line like this. And draw a side of the square when looking from the top side. This is the square side of the square, which is equal to 40 mm length. And construct the square with this side. Draw the perpendicular to that line and draw another perpendicular to that line. These lines must be equal to the 40 mm itself, and join those points. We will get the square like this. So in this square, this side is 30 degrees angle with XY, and also this side is also 30 degrees angle when we extend this up to XY. These 2 lines are parallel to each other. So whenever this line makes 30 degrees, this line is also makes 30 degrees with XY. Okay. The condition is given that two vertical faces mean two sides of the square on the top side, from the top side, makes an angle of 30 degrees with xy. After getting this point, look at the corner point A of 1, that is the A is the visible base corner, one is the A is the visible base corner, one is the invisible base corner. The cube having total how many corners? Cube having total 8 corners. Out of those 8 corners, 4 corners are visible and 4 corners are invisible, which are on the bottom base, that is the bottom square base. And next point is B of 2, P is the visible corner, 2 is the invisible corner, C of 3 and D of 4. These are the corners of the square or corners of the cube when looking from the top side. Okay, after getting the points, just given the dimensions is 40 mm side. And draw the vertical projectors from A of 1, B of 2, C of 3 and D of 4. Okay, draw the vertical projections up to xy line and extend up to xy line. This length is must be equal to the 40 because cube is looks like a same size in any side. From looking from any side, the side length is every side length is 40 mm itself. So the vertical line should be 40 mm. Okay, draw the vertical line from the xy line 40 mm distance. This is the base, bottom base. This is the upper base of the cube, and join this with a distance with a length of 40 mm. Okay, these are the visible corners. These are the visible corners. Okay, and also another edge is also there. This is the visible edge. This is the cube when looking from the front side. This is the face, one of the face. This is the one of the face. Two of the faces are other side. This is the one of the face. This is the one of the vertical face. These two vertical faces are invisible. These two vertical faces are visible from looking from this side. Okay. Look at the points. This is the upper base points is the lettering base. This is the invisible longer edge. This is the invisible edge. This is a D4 is the invisible edge. Only one side is invisible here. Two faces are invisible and one longer edge is invisible. This is the A dash coming from the A and B dash which is coming from the B and D dash is coming from the D which is invisible corner and C dash which is coming from the C is visible. Like that 1 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash and 4 dash is invisible. When looking from this side, these two corners are invisible corners. That's why the line joining the invisible corners are also invisible line. That is the dotted line. Clear? This is the cube. The dimension of the cube is 40 height and 40 side. Every side is 40. Clear? This is the first problem. Simple solid position it is. This is the front view and this is the top view. Front view is this one above xy and below xy is the top view. Coming to the problem 2, a pentagonal prism of 30 base edge, 65 axis length has its one rectangular face is parallel to and 10 mm above HP. Yeah, pentagonal prism is given. Pentagonal prism having 30 side base edge and 65 mm long length has its one rectangular face is parallel to and 10 mm above HP. One of the rectangular faces is parallel to HP and 10 mm above HP. Axis is perpendicular to VP. The nearest base is 15 mm from VP. So it is a simple position. In this, the axis is perpendicular to VP. Whenever the axis is perpendicular to the VP, the front view is visible as a pentagon. It is a two shape. The front view you must draw the first. So front view is always above XY. Draw the pentagon above XY line with one base edge of the pentagon is at a distance of 10 mm from HP, which is also parallel to XY. So rectangular face parallel to HP means one of the base edge is parallel to XY, which is equal to, which is at a distance of 10 mm from the XY line. Okay. First of all, draw the XY line and draw one of the base of the pentagon is parallel to XY, which is at a distance of 10 mm. Okay. Based on this edge, you have to construct the pentagon. It is the 10 mm distance. At a 10 mm distance, draw the line, which is a length of this line is equal to 30 base edge. Okay. This is the A dash of one dash, B dash of 2 dash is the corner points. And draw a line which is inclined at an angle of 108 with this horizontal line, because the angle between two sides in the pentagon is 108. That's why I'm drawing a inclined line which makes an angle of 108 with this horizontal line. Okay, and the length of this inclined line is also equal to 30 mm, because all sides of the pentagon is 30 mm equal. Another line at point B dash to 2 dash, which makes an angle of 108, this 108 degrees with this horizontal line, and length is 30 mm. Yeah, and this is the C dash of 3 dash. This is the E dash of 5 dash. That is the fifth point. It is fourth point will be get somewhere else. Here, the fourth point will be formed. Again, draw a line which is inclined at an angle of 108 degrees with this line from C dash of 3 dash, and draw another inclined line at an angle of 108 degrees with this line at E dash of 5 dash. E dash of 5 dash దగ్గర ఈ లైన్ తో చేస్తూ ఒక ఇంక్లైన్ లైన్ 30 mm distance డ్రా చేయాలి. డ్రా చేస్తే that line will be intersecting the initial line at somewhere else here. We will get the fifth point of the pentagon. Okay, this is the fourth point of the pentagon, that is D dash of 4 dash. This is the D dash of 4 dash. This is the E dash of 5 dash. That is how to give the notation or in order. That is A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash. Otherwise 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash. It's a lettering base is visible, which is far away from the XY, and numbering base is invisible, which is very near to the XY line. Okay, after getting the point in the front view, draw the projection lines from each point. This is the projection lines, and draw one of the base. What the nearer base is 15 mm from the VP. That means the nearer the base is at a distance of 15 mm from XY in top view. So this is the base of the pentagon. The base of the pentagon, which is at a distance of 15 mm. The 15 mm is given. Another base at a distance of 65 mm, because the axis length is 65, solid length is also 65. At a distance, draw a vertical line from this corner. This is the 65 mm length, and also draw a vertical line from this corner, 65 mm length. Join these 2 points, we will get another base of the pentagon. Okay, and the line drawn from this D dash of 4 dash is also dark line, and the line which is drawn from the B dash of 2 dash is dotted line. It is invisible, and this is also invisible longer edge, and this is a visible longer edge. That's why I'm drawing with a dark pencil. This is the dotted line. These two are dotted lines, because A dash of 1 dash, B dash of 2 dash lines are invisible lines, which will be invisible longer edges. That's why I'm drawing with dark dotted lines. Locate the points from A. The points which is A dash, the line on the which the A is located from the A dash, and B is the line, the intersection point, that is the point on the line which is drawn from the B dash. These two base points are invisible points. That's why I'm locating in the brackets. And next point is C, which is located on the line drawing from the C dash, and D, which is on the line D dash, and E is the point on the line from the E dash. Okay, like this you have to draw, locate the points, base points. Another base points is the numbering, that is the 1. This is the 1 which is invisible, 2 is also invisible, 3, 4, 5. These points are another base points. These are lettering base points. This is the numbering base point. When looking from the solid, when looking from this side, when looking this solid from this side, the lettering base is invisible base, visible base, and numbering base is invisible. That's why the lettering base is out of the bracket. Numbering base is in the bracket. This is a solid. Solid length is 65 mm. This is the length of the solid is 65. Clear? This is the front view. This is the top view. These two views are occurring when the axis is perpendicular to the VP. Axis is perpendicular to VP. You have to draw the first front view. Then you have to produce the top view from the front view by drawing the projectors. Clear, students? This is the another problem. Already explained the third problem. I'm closing this class at this time. I will start the pyramids and cone in the next class. Okay, bye. Have a nice day.